Today, June 25th, marks the 69th anniversary of the start of the Korean War. Senior officials as well as war veterans from around the world attended an event here in Seoul to mark the occasion. Ji-yeon with more.
An estimated 4,000 people participated in an event held in Seoul's Jangchung Arena on Tuesday to honor the sacrifice and courage of those who have fought for the peace and prosperity of South Korea. In his commemorative speech, Prime Minister Lee Nak-yon says South Korea still needs to achieve its goal of bringing about peace on the Korean peninsula, something that requires patience. With this in mind, he highlighted the government's efforts and achievements during the past year, namely its diplomatic efforts with North Korea to nudge the regime towards dialogue aimed at denuclearization. Citing the summit last week in Pyongyang between the leaders of North Korea and China, he expressed his anticipation for this week, as summit talks are scheduled to take place among other former members of the six-party denuclearization talks.
This week in Osaka, South Korea will hold meetings with China and Russia alongside the one held between the U.S. and China. President Moon Jae-in and President Trump will hold their 8th summit afterwards in Seoul. We hope the move will bring groundbreaking progress in denuclearization and the establishment of peace.
Korean War veterans and their families, including those from the U.S. and other countries that were part of the United Nations forces that fought for the South Korean side, also participated in the event. Nearly 80 Korean War veterans and their families are visiting South Korea this week to pay tribute to the fallen and mark the 69th anniversary of the start of the Korean War. 89-year-old Joseph Bellinger, a retired U.S. Marine Corps corporal who participated in the war when he was in his early 20s, is among those visiting.
I'm overwhelmed. I can't believe the beauty of what's happened here. We fought for something, and now I know what it was for. It just made my life so much better because, at times you wondered who was fighting for and everything.
Nearly 1.8 million U.S. soldiers fought on the South Korean side during the three-year conflict, which began when North Korean troops pushed into the south in June of 1950. Ji-yeon, Arirang News.